Hey guys, Ben here from Ben's Bricks in Motion, and today, to celebrate 600 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a Q&A and a room tour. So, let's start with the Q&A. The first question is from Erin, and she asks, have you seen Avatar The Last Airbender or just The Legend of Korra? I have seen Avatar The Last Airbender, but haven't really watched The Legend of Korra all the way through. I don't think it's that great so far, but I did really enjoy Avatar The Last Airbender, and that's why I made The Legend of Korra custom. Question number 2 comes from Super Sam Peck, who was one of the voice actors in Monsters Lurk in the Dark, and he says, do you think you will end up doing Monsters Lurk in the Dark? And I'm gonna have to say no. I probably will never end up actually releasing Monsters Lurk in the Dark. I started the script and I started a bit of animation, which I'll probably show after this segment, but I just was not enjoying it, and I didn't think the series would be that fun to watch. It was kind of violent for that time in my channel. I know my channel's more violent now, but especially in that time it wasn't as violent, so yeah, I just didn't really want to make it. I was excited for it, and then kind of lost interest once I started scripting it and animating it, and I'm just so sorry to all of the voice actors who got roles in it. I know it really sucks, but I will probably be auditioning out some roles for Marvel vs. DC 2, so don't lose hope yet.
Alright, I've had enough of this kid's crap. Let's get back to the station. Come on, Sheriff. The least we could do is drive the poor kid home. Fine. We'll drive him home. Ah! What is it now? Ugh! Deputy! No! Ugh! No, it should have been me! It still can be. Stupid carelessness. I'm not crying. Son, I know you miss Dad. I do too, but that's no excuse not to clean your room. Now, once you're done, go outside. Enjoy summer.
Question number 3 comes from the Brick Patch, and he asks, how old are you? Well, I made this minifigure last year, and it's been a few months since the 1-year anniversary of making this minifigure, so I'm 1.5 years old. Question number 4 comes from Split Shoe Studios, and he asks, when will you release Robin Far From Padre? Never, because it doesn't fit with the storyline of the BCU currently. Originally, I was going to release Spider-Man 2099, Far From Padre, then Marvel vs. DC 2, but now Marvel vs. DC 2 is coming first, then Spider-Man 2099, no Far From Padre, and then other stop motions in the future. So yeah, that stop motion is canceled. Questions number 5 and 6 come from My Minifigures Move, and their first question is, do you own any knockoff Lego figures, or are they all official? I used to own a knockoff Lego Harry Potter Severus Snape figure, which I used for my Battle for Hogwarts stop motion in 2017, because 1, I didn't know it was a knockoff when I bought it off eBay, and 2, the new 2018 Harry Potter sets weren't out at that time, because it was 2017, and there were no rumors about them, except for, I think there was a rumor for a huge Hogwarts castle, which did come out, but yeah, I didn't think there would be any affordable Harry Potter sets. So I just bought the Severus Snape because it was really cheap on eBay. I figured out it was a knockoff, but I used it in the stop motion anyway, and then got rid of it later. And then their second question is, do you make your stop motions on an iPhone or an iPad? I used to make them on my iPad, but now I transitioned to my phone because it allows for more unique angles. So, that's all the questions you guys asked me. Thank you so much for everyone who commented a question. And thank you for 600 subscribers. And now for the room tour. It's room tour time. So starting with the bottom shelf of my dresser, most people have seen this. It's been in a bunch of behind the scenes videos and announcement videos and that stuff. So I'll just be quick. Base plate, I have green base plates to put on top of here. I have blue base plates back there and 2 lamps. That's it. This is my stop motion studio. And then a track for my phone. But the most important display is the Avengers Endgame and Infinity War display. I have the Bricktober pack figures sprinkled throughout. Tony's up here. Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown set, Outrider Dropship. I actually have another one of these, but I haven't built it because I do not have room to fit it right here. Over here I have the Avengers Compound, and Wolverine and Deadpool are back there for no particular reason, besides to flex that I have a Wolverine and Deadpool minifigure. Then some little details include Captain America with Mjolnir, this scene recreation from Infinity War, and dead Outriders. They're not really dead, they just fell over. Up on the other shelf, I have all of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I have Captain Marvel saving Tony from the ship that isn't the Milano, but I have no idea what it's called. And then I have all of the original Avengers minifigures, except for Black Widow, which I want to get someday, but I don't want to get scammed on eBay like I did with the Severus Snape figure. Then over here, I have the Ultimate Quinjet, and 2 figures whose sets I do not own. I don't own that Indiana Jones set, and I do not own the Tumbler, but I bought the figures just because they're some of my favorite characters. Heath Ledger's Joker is amazing, and Indiana's dad is hilarious. And finally, the top shelf of my dresser has some of my favorite LEGO sets. Darth Vader's castle up here with the 20th anniversary edition Darth Vader and the minifigure included in the set. The new Avengers Tower, which has quickly become my favorite Marvel set just because of how amazing it looks. And then I have the dummy build from that one Endgame polybag outside because it wouldn't fit inside. It's too big. And then up here is the Millennium Falcon because it's the Millennium Falcon. I think that's the only explanation needed. Next up is this shelf. I'll speed through these smaller displays. But at the top, I have Miss Fortune's Keep representing my favorite Ninjago season, Ninjago Skybound, with the entire Ninja team. And this was actually the season that started my LEGO Ninjago series. Don't worry, a new season will be coming out in 2021. Over here is my favorite Ninjago set, the Monastery, because it is amazing. And outside I have a bunch of old Ninjago figures and a new one, but it's based off an older character. Well, he's not. It's based off an older variant of Zane. Then over here, I have the 2 figures I got on my London trip, and very fittingly, they're on Big Ben. And then right here, I have a classic space celebration set that I had. I don't know. I think it looks nice. All right, speed run through these. Yoda's Hut, because it's the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. I'll put Bespin Duel here, but for now, it's the Duel on Mustafar. Down here, we have the Carnotaurus Gyrosphere Escape thingamajiggy from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Down here, Pirates of the Caribbean. Over here, Minecraft. Used to really like LEGO Minecraft in like 2017 and collected a bunch of sets. So I just put my favorite set here and then put all the minifigures on here. The only recent set I got was the chicken coop one. Over here, Lloyd's Dragon. One of the best LEGO Ninjago movie sets. It's just a beautiful set. Over here, Lake Town and the Barrel Escape. Scenes that happen one after the other. And I do not like the Hobbit movies, but I really like the book. It's one of my favorite books of all time. and I hope that they make new Lord of the Rings sets with the Amazon series. Up here, Ghostbusters. I know a lot of people don't like the 2016 Ghostbusters movie, but it's the only Ecto one I own, and then I have Peter Venkman from LEGO Dimensions. And then finally, over here, my Fantastic Beasts display. This is my favorite of all of these displays. Has the collectible minifigure series minifigures, and then the minifigures from the set, and the minifigures from the Crimes of Grindelwald set. It's a good display. Before I show you guys the final two shelves in my room, I thought I'd show you guys the desk that I do homework on. This is not the desk I'm going to turn into my stop-motion animation studio. That's going to be inside this closet. But this desk is the desk for homework, and I have this to amuse me while I'm doing homework. It's so weird, but it looks kind of cool. This over here is pretty fun. This is a magnetic hourglass. It doesn't actually fall for an hour, it falls for like a minute. This is what I use to dust off all of my Lego sets, and then this is my case of important minifigures. You have one of my first Lego Ninjago minifigures, one of my favorite Lego Ninjago minifigures, one of my first Star Wars minifigures, a Star Wars minifigure that is supposedly quite expensive. Expensive meaning I looked at like one listing on eBay and it was $300. So now it's kind of a joke in my family that this is a super rare minifigure. Somebody's gonna comment, oh yeah, that minifigure's worth $1,000, but I don't think it's actually gonna sell for that much. Then down here I have Frodo, because Lord of the Rings is my favorite franchise, and this is just a cool variant of him. And then finally, the last three minifigures, very fittingly, are the three characters in my first Lego stop motion, Harry Potter Night Bus. And now, on to the final display. Now, for the final display. First up is the Stranger Things Upside Down set, which, for now, is the biggest Lego set I own. Emphasis on the for now, because I think I may save up and buy the new Diagon Alley set. So this is going to be beaten to that title pretty badly, because that set is 3,000 pieces more than this. But for now, this is my biggest set. And it's probably my favorite. I have displayed next to the figures the two Castle Byers that I got from the Lego store. One of them I made into an upside down Castle Byers, and the other I added the cassette tape from that one Captain Marvel polybag, and I think that looks really good. Below it is my first Harry Potter display. The second one's right over here. Has the Night Bus, Aragog riding the Thestral carriage, Dobby being free, you know, all of the necessary scenes, and then the statue from the Advent calendar back there. And, like the Marvel display, I hid all of the Bricktober Pack minifigures throughout the display. You can see 3 of them, and then Slughorn is in there. Trust me, you can see the back of his head. Down here is my emptiest shelf. It's the Mandalorian display, and I swear there's an explanation for Headless Yoda. He got turned into Baby Yoda. But the idea for this shelf is once I get the new Razor Crest or Bounty Hunter Transport or whatever the crap they decide to call it when it finally releases, I'm going to put it right here, and then I'll move the ATST over here. So this will be a more full shelf. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. Below it are the first 2 Star Wars ships I got. Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter and the Naboo Starfighter. Which one did I get first, you may ask? Both of them, because I got them both on Christmas. These are 2 of my favorite sets, just because they're the first Lego Star Wars ships I got, and they have a special place in my heart. And when I was 8 years old, I really liked the Phantom Menace. Don't worry, I have better taste now. And I'll start from the bottom of the other shelf, just because it continues the trend of Star Wars ships. This is the Y-Wing. This is an amazing set, and it's one of my favorite ships in Star Wars. It just looks so cool. And I love all the greebling they did with those mechanical details on here. It's a beautiful set. Above it is a very chaotic Clone Wars display with both Commander Gree minifigures I own, Barrisophie, Aayla Secura, General Grievous, not from his new General Grievous Starfighter set because that set sucks, but it's from another overpriced set that included Mace Windu. And that set I actually think is pretty good because it has General Grievous and then an exclusive Mace Windu. So this is my insane Clone Wars display. It looks pretty crowded, but I like it. And over here is Savage Opress. I've not watched the Clone Wars all the way through, but I want to at some point. Up here is my other Harry Potter display. Hagrid's Hut is one of my favorite Harry Potter sets of all time. I love the original from 2011. It's not the original, but the first one I got. And this one just blows it out of the water and is so much more accurate. It has amazing minifigures and a great Buckbeak. Over there, Expecto Patronum, the Hungarian Horntail, which actually grew on me, mostly because of the amazing minifigures included. And then the collectible minifigure series minifigures are sprinkled throughout all of the displays, as you can see. And then finally, the set that you stole the title of the best LEGO Ninjago set, the Final Battle for Ninjago City, which has since been topped by the Monastery, but still holds a special place in my heart. And that Overlord figure is pretty rare now. So, this set seems like the perfect note to end the video on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for 600 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, this has been Ben from Ben's Bricks in Motion. Stay safe and wash your hands. Lousy agent booking me lousy roles at the end of lousy videos. Deadpool, what? You're on. Oh, great. Hello, viewer. That doesn't exist because they stuck me at the end of an 18-minute video that nobody, and I mean nobody, is gonna watch. You hear that, you little brat? Yeah. Deadpool, just announce the production of Marvel vs. DC 2. Okay, fine. I'll announce the production of Marvel vs. DC 2 once you release Boba Fett Episode 2. Huh? Yeah. Or is that now in production, just like Monsters Lurk in the Dark? You take that back right now. Oh, I will, once you give me a good role in one of these stop motions.